So recently, Steven Crowder got exposed in leaked footage, where basically, long story short, um, he said some not so very nice things to his wife. Uh, in fact, some may classify the things he said as emotionally abusive. In fact, I would be one of the people saying that. So, what did Steven Crowder say that was so bad, you may be asking? I mean, he says dumb things all the time, does he not? Well, I mean, he always says dumb things, of course, but you know, that's besides the point. Now, for those of you who are watching this as either a video or as a past live stream or listening as a podcast or whatever, um, there are always going to be timestamps in the description below, so if you want to skip around, more power to you. Though personally, I would watch the entire thing. I mean, not just to give me watch time, though that's important as well. But I try to make sure that there aren't any dead or boring moments. I try to make sure that every single second is as entertaining as I can possibly make it. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm doing something wrong. Anyways, hello, Honey Bun's #1 bussy consumer. Hello, Pancake Panic. Welcome to the stream. So anyways, today, without further ado, we're gonna, basically, what we're gonna be doing here is, oh, you want me to meow? I don't know how do I meow? Do I just, like, meow? I don't know. Nah, that was so cringe. No. Why did I do that? Okay. Just, I swear to God. Why did I do that to myself? Yeah, I regret that already. Do I start stream over? Damn it, Demon Mama just started. Consider yourself lucky you have privilege. Real. So real. Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'm the better streamer. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, as a fellow, lovely imp, um, myself, I also see a lot of value in Demon Mama streams. However, my streams are just inherently superior, indeed. Oh, and if for those of you who are wondering what my outfit looks like today, oh yes, here we go. Oh, dear. This is the part where I stand on the chair, which is really smart, by the way. Always do this at home, kids. So, yeah, I'm just wearing a pink skirt. I think it looks nice. Do you guys think it looks nice? You better think it looks nice. Otherwise, you're just objectively wrong, right? I mean, here's the back. Okay. Ah, jeez. Ah. Okay, anyways. So, it's cute. Aw, thank you. I really appreciate that. Where was I going with this? Oh, I don't even know, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, bro. Oh yeah, that is right. We watch Steven Crowder video. We watch the Stephen Crowder video, okay? Okay, we watch Stephen Crowder now, okay? Alright. Yeah, so without further ado, but like a little bit more further ado, let's get right on to the video.
I love that the Google UX Design certificate was taught by Google employees.
Alright, is the audio good?
By the end of the certificate, I had 4 case studies of my portfolio.
Yeah.
Now I got this job that I love as a UX designer.
Get flexible online training for in-demand jobs and achieve what matters to you. It starts with a Google Career Certificate.
Okay, I love you.
Okay.
I love you very much.
Alright. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright. This is the part where I go into reaction mode. Okay, so the video that we're going to be watching first is only 1 minute and 9 seconds, but it is just of the raw security footage of Steven Crowder's wife, who is, I think, 9 months pregnant as of this being recorded. Not me recording, but this security footage being recorded. I mean, you can see she looks pregnant, because she is. It wasn't just her eating too much food. And, Steven Crowder is well, let's just say not a very nice husband, and you're about to see why. So, yeah, without further ado, why don't we watch this cool and epic video, alright?
Okay, I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never
We're off to a great start. By the way, this isn't even the entire thing, I don't think. This is just part of it.
received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, just be disciplined about it, you go.
You just need to be disciplined about it. You go, no. You know, what do I even say about this? I know I'm supposed to be adding commentary, right? But it's really hard to do because it speaks for itself. But I'll try my best here to say things that aren't redundant. I mean, this isn't something that I wouldn't expect to see from a conservative pundit like Steven Crowder. I mean, generally speaking, conservatives are way more likely to abuse their wives and whatnot because they don't see women as actual human beings. No, they see them as property. And if they aren't completely 100% subservient, then that threatens their extremely fragile masculinity. So what do? Well, they discipline their fully grown adult wife, of course. Not that conservatives would be opposed to a not fully grown adult wife, if you understand what I mean. But, you know, this isn't a video about Matt Walsh. I mean, Steven Crowder, he might or might not be into that. We don't know. But, anyways, I know I'm getting a little bit sidetracked, so let's continue.
No. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. It's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
As you can see, Steven Crowder is a very well-rounded individual who treats his partners with the utmost respect. And then, yeah, the rest of this is other shit. But I just wanted that to be the first thing that you all got to see. Because I think it's short but sweet, right? The security footage is longer than that. But that's where I wanted to start. Anyways, but before we, move on, bro, I just had an hour-and-a-half debate with my mom about what's going on in society and how we need to let people express themselves how they want to, based. We couldn't agree on much at all, and she has conservative and traditional values. Well, she sounds like a bitch then. But we came to a mutual understanding. I think she is trying to understand it more. Needless to say, that was one of the best debates. Real! Making your cringe mom become based. I hope your mom becomes a leftist. If you need to convert her to leftism, just have her debate me. If you want her to, if you want her to cross a line that you can't go back from. Especially because it's my mom and what her values are at how we came to a mutual agreement. Yeah, he's doubled down apparently too. That's not surprising. No, it really isn't surprising. I would be surprised if he didn't double down. You know, as funny as it would be, and as great as it would be for Steven Crowder to make a fake YouTuber apology where he pretends to cry, as hilarious as that would be, let's be real, he's never gonna fucking do that, right? Though I would totally love to see that. I'm not gonna lie. That would be so funny. But anyways, even though she isn't fully supportive of this shit, I respect her for being skeptical and having the interest in learning and understanding my values, and even if she still thinks it's weird, I would respect that as long as she isn't trying to infringe on my self-worth. Nice. Hell yeah. Crowder, an abusive partner? I never would have guessed. Me neither, big brother TW. But yeah, that Zeroid, you are taking a massive W, out debating your own mother? Now that is based. If that isn't based, I don't know what is. Really? Yes, Rayman Pixar, really. Indeed. MFW can't even box my pregnant wife without the libtards getting triggered. Yeah, that literally is Steven Crowder. For context, he's asking her to apply a chemical to the dog that is not necessarily safe for pregnant women. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Steven Crowder, let's be real. He doesn't actually care about the child. I mean, you would think that he would, despite not caring about the child, care about the unborn fetus, right? Because conservatives care about human life until it's actually sentient. Once it becomes sentient, it no longer matters. So you would think that at least then he would have some amount of understanding, right? But no, that would make too much logical sense, and would require him to not be literally evil. Now, I don't like to call people ontologically evil. It's not my favorite thing to do. I mean, it is, don't get me wrong, it is quite fun and satisfying. I will agree with that much, but I think that this is one of those instances where maybe Steven Crowder may or may not be ontologically evil. Now, I guess that's a little bit hyperbolic, but I mean, do you think he's somebody that experiences empathy? No, let's be real. He doesn't. Anyways, I mean, I guess I can't read his mind, but, oh, man, I don't want to put my headphones on, because then I have to move the cat ears. Crowder gets paid by the same people who caused the global financial crisis. He is incapable of empathy. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, can you even be a conservative and have empathy? I'm not just a conservative, but like a conservative pundit or a conservative politician. If you're either of those things, you can't just be misinformed. You have to be the one misinforming people and spreading misinformation or spreading all of your backwards beliefs. You're not the one being indoctrinated. You're the one indoctrinating. Which means you have to be aware of what you're doing to an extent, which means you are a bad person, as opposed to, I don't know, the average, everyday American conservative who just doesn't really understand what a trans person is and hasn't talked to a black person before. And when it comes to people like that, I don't think that they're ontologically evil or whatever. I don't think that there's anything wrong with those people other than their opinions, of course. I don't think they're bad people necessarily, but when it comes to Steven Crowder, I think he's I don't know, a genuinely bad person, and this is just a big old reflection of that. Let's just say, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a reflection of that. I could be wrong. I'm just kidding. I'm never wrong. Do you remember the last time I was wrong? Fuck no, because there's no such thing. Anyways, enough of me rambling. Do I put the headphones like this, or like this? I guess works better, yeah. Hell yeah. Chomsky's propaganda model is one half of a drug. Yeah. Alright. I mean, I first heard about this from everybody's favorite streamer Vaush, okay? So I guess we'll watch part of that video, because this is where I first heard about it. And I was like, I wasn't shocked, but I will say that it was very interesting to watch, let's just say. But, yeah.
Exclusive video of Steven Crowder shouting at his pregnant wife. Fantastic stuff. We drama now, baby. Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Seriously, I haven't seen the clip, so I have no idea. There's a longer version. I know. It's on the Substack. This is the video at the top. That's 3.
Alright, sorry. I need to adjust the audio. My bad. Alright, yeah. Femyoz, do you see Dark Brandon?
Exclusive video
yes, I
of
did.
Steven Crowder shouting at his pregnant wife. Fantastic stuff. We drama now, baby. Let's go. Seriously, I haven't seen the clip, so I have no idea. There's a longer version. I know. It's on the Substack. This is the video at the top. That's 3 minutes 27. All right.
Oh, hell
So,
yeah.
okay, right off the bat, I want to be clear because I haven't seen this, okay? So I don't know what my judgment's going to be.
I know what my judgment's going to be because I've already seen it.
All right? People argue, all right? And people are mean to each other even when they love each other. And I think
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I mean, yeah, we'll have to see, I guess.
that's normal and okay. If he's being mean to her, that on its own, I don't even think that's worth noting, okay?
Just wait till you see Destiny's take. It's really fucking bad. Vosh has a good take. Destiny, I'll show you Destiny's clip after this.
There's specific kinds of mean, all right? There's mean strategies, okay? There's mean dialectics, all right?
Because I drew a boundary.
Oh, never
I drew a
mind.
boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary at abusive and cruel. You are not taking the car. Because if you refuse...
Wait. Hold on.
You...
At abusive and cruel, because that is abusive, you are not taking the car. Wait, is Steven Crowder calling his wife abusive? Oh my fucking... No, I hate when abusers do this. My ex did this, accusing me of being a bad boyfriend or whatever the fuck, when I was doing the best I could and they were the problem. But, yeah, this is a common, abuse tactic, is, projecting your own actions onto the other person so that they think they're the problem. And it's sadly pretty effective sometimes.
You are not taking the car.
The car? Does Steven Crowder only have one single car? The dude is fucking rich. He turned down a $50 million contract from the Daily Wire. How does he only have one car? I mean, I guess if it's like a deliberate, I only want to have one car because it gives me an excuse to control my wife, then I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But one car? I mean, come on.
Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then
What is a wifely thing? Are the what? Huh? I know that they're stereotypically. Oh yeah, this is like the stereotypical gender role, but like, wifely things versus what? Husbandly things? I mean, come on. If you're gonna be abusive, at least don't talk like you're fucking retarded, right? I'm just saying.
I will go pick up the groceries.
There's no groceries. I'd be happy.
Steaks, wood pellets.
There are no groceries today. Steaks, wood, pellets, my grill. Ah, yes. When that relatable moment when you go to the grocery store to buy a grill. Ah, yeah, I always have to. I do that once a week, actually. Also, what is a wood pellet? Chat, what the fuck is a wood pellet? Can you guys tell me? I'll look at it later. I'm not reading chat right now, by the way.
My grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it.
But I'll go do it. Yeah, no, this is a very obvious abuse tactic. This whole guilt-tripping technique of, oh, yeah, no, I guess it's not unreasonable, but yeah, I'll do it for you since you're too much of a lazy bitch, even though you're 9 months pregnant, but let's just ignore that. I mean, look, hold on, you guys can't see it, because... Hold on. But, like, Steven Crowder is, like, literally just, like, laying down on the recliner with a fucking cigar. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about his wife. You first, Hilary. How do you respect the men? Like, again, I'm not one to immediately label somebody as sexist or misogynistic. I mean, those words have been misused a lot. Mainly by liberals who don't actually believe in anything and don't advocate for policy positions. Rather, they go on Twitter and virtue signal over things that don't actually matter or affect anybody consequentially. But yeah, that is what but this is not an example of calling somebody misogynistic because of liberal brain rot. No, this is an example of me calling somebody misogynistic because, let's be real, he's basically ordering his wife around as if she's some sort of dog, right? And you'll see more of that, okay? You'll see what I'm talking about.
Hilary, how do you respect the man? Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dude, the culture war is coming from inside the house. Oh my god. He's smoking a cigar right next to his 8-month pregnant wife.
Oh, that's true. No, oh my god, I didn't even think of that. I mean, I already watched this, but I forgot about that. I was like listening to it in the background while I was like doing something else. So I was like vaguely paying attention. So I guess this is basically like watching it for the first time for parts of it. But yeah, no. Yeah, so much for being a pro-lifer, am I right? Yeah, they're pro-life and they care about fetuses more than actual babies and children. Well, but only when it comes to abortion. When it comes to miscarriages, they're all for those. They love miscarriages. They love giving their little children a fucking lung cancer.
Yeah.
Other man, you see love comes back. No. Other man, no, you're not taking love.
Yeah, see what I mean? Literally just ordering her around like she's a dog. No, you do not take the car. And then she's being calm and collected. Like, she's acting like his fucking mom almost, while he's ordering her around. Like, in terms of, like, maturity level, it's like watching her being Steven Crowder's mom, but, like, Steven Crowder is the one ordering her around. So it's, like, the worst of both worlds for Hilary Crowder, right?
You're not taking the car.
Steven.
You are not.
Then I will ask.
You are not. Yeah. Tell me you're a fucking authoritarian piece of shit without telling me you're an authoritarian piece of shit.
Going to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
A threat. Ah, yes. The very scary threat of politely asking, oh, okay, if you don't want me to take the car, do you want me to have somebody pick me up? The most kind, problem-solving attitude is somehow a threat to Steven Crowder. But what's actually a threat to Steven Crowder is not, her taking the car or whatever. I don't think he gives a fuck. He's not planning on going anywhere. I mean, he's just sitting on his ass in the fucking recliner, smoking a cigar. He's not going to use the car. What he has an issue with is the idea of his wife having some sort of autonomy. It wouldn't surprise me if he has, like, he seems like the kind of person to make his wife install, what is it called, Life 360 or some shit like that, just to, like, track where she is at all times. I would be surprised if he didn't do that. He seems like the type of person to do that.
No, Steven.
Give it an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here.
You're going to take the car and leave me here. Like, he's playing victim while being a controlling piece of shit. Like, oh no, you're just going to leave me here. It's not like I'm a fucking millionaire where if I desperately need to go somewhere, I can just call an Uber or buy another fucking car because it costs fucking nothing to me. I don't understand why they don't have 2 cars. Like, what? The dude is rich. He's fucking rich. Okay? Like, whatever. My family is upper middle class, right? And my parents both have their own car. But it's not like, but if fuck, my parents would not turn down a $50 million offer. We're not like super mega rich, okay? We're not like so wealthy that we can just throw away a $50 million opportunity, okay? We're not that wealthy. It's like, I mean, you can see there's a fucking pool in the background. You can see there's like a pool. What is that, a hot tub? I mean, come on. He's rich. He can afford another car. He could afford like 15 cars and have it not affect him. I think the only reason why he only has one car is so that it's easier to control his wife.
Hilary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
How boxed in you've made me. And you'll see that it's actually the complete opposite. It's actually Steven Crowder who was talking about how his wife shouldn't be allowed to divorce him and shit. And how women should be forced to stay in marriages.
Why can't he? What is he complaining about? Why can't he do any of these things?
Because he's a lazy piece of shit, of course.
Why is he whining?
Because he's Steven Crowder, of course.
What are we whining about?
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it.
Honestly, Steven Crowder is whinier than fucking Caillou, okay? Like, I remember specifically, me and my family used to shit all over Caillou. When I was real little, and I remember my family hated Caillou, and I thought it was really funny, and they're like, oh my god, he's so whiny, like, it's actually so annoying. All he does is, like, whine and complain, and I always thought that was funny. I think Steven Crowder might be whinier than Caillou himself, okay?
I'll be back when I'm back.
Folks, will you help me start my campaign
It's
off
Dark
strong by
Brandon!
telling you today, every generation has a moment where they have to
Real!
stand for democracy, to stand up for their fundamental freedoms. I believe this is ours. We've got a lot of work to do, a lot of progress to make.
Dark
in this
Brandon!
country. We have to finish the
Dark
job.
Brandon!
Like only doing
Dark
you
Brandon!
Any
Dark
amount you
Brandon!
give will make a real
Dark
difference.
Brandon!
Thank you from the
Dark
bottom of my
Brandon!
heart.
Alright. Sorry.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't
It doesn't work either!
work either.
Vosh,
What does work? Like, what do you want her to do? Like, know exactly how long it's gonna take? Know exactly what the traffic is gonna look like? And how long it's gonna take to buy the groceries? How long the line is gonna be to check out the items? I mean, come on. But again, this isn't about him actually being concerned for her well-being. Fuck no. That's not what this is about. What this is about is being as controlling as possible. He wants to micromanage everything she does.
I think they only have one car. Okay,
Yep.
first of all, that's insane.
Yeah, I was literally just talking about that.
They're clearly in like a mansion, or at least a very large house. Why?
Yeah, no, literally, you could see the fucking pool in the background. And what is that, a hot tub? I mean, it's two separate bodies of water, so I'm guessing one of them is a fucking hot tub, okay? If you have a hot tub, you're rich, okay? Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you say. If you have a pool and a hot tub, you're rich. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's just actually broke and he's just really good at saving money. No, fuck no. He's Steven Crowder. He makes a lot of money from being a piece of shit online.
Why do they only have one car? Second of all, he said he can't call his friend. Does he mean call his friend to like pick him up? Isn't she just getting groceries? Probably a way to control his wife.
Yep.
Maybe. That's weird.
Definitely. Not just maybe. That's definitely what it is. There is no other explanation. There is no logical reason for somebody as fucking rich as Steven fucking Crowder to only have one car. It's not like he's a minimalist who just wants to live frugally, okay? You can see the fucking pool in the background and the hot tub, okay? He's not a minimalist, okay? He's living the lavish conservative grifter lifestyle, okay? Yet no, he's not just a minimalist, okay? This is a very deliberate way of controlling his wife. That is the only explanation there is. And I am not going to to pretend like there's an infinite many number of explanations, other than maybe their car was broken or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I highly doubt it.
Do
you understand the difference between lying like?
You can hear, wait. You can hear she was, like, about to fucking cry. Like, that's how, like, she's on the verge of tears if she's not already in tears. You can't really tell that much, because it's, I mean... Hold on.
Do you understand the difference between lying?
She's really trying to keep her composure. She's trying to be the adult in the situation, while Steven Crowder is being an abusive fucking toddler. He's acting like a toddler and a complete fucking menace to society at the same time. Or not to society, but to her specifically. While she's just trying to keep her composure because she's being screamed at by a fucking lunatic. And, yeah, I mean, what do you expect? It's Steven Crowder.
Unlike being set to the second and you're going, I'll be back when I'm back.
Steven?
And they keep doing
You can hear, like, she's genuinely emotional, and he just has no fucking empathy for her. He does not give a shit, okay? If I was Steven Crowder in that situation, okay, like, okay, if somebody that I was in a relationship was fucking crying like that because of something I said, I would be so I would be, like, apologizing, like, 20 times, okay? I would be, like, acting, like, fucking retarded for the opposite reason. I would be overly apologetic, if anything. Like, like, what the if you actually love this person, like, you would stop berating her, and you would, like, probably get off your ass, stop smoking your fucking cigar, and go give her a fucking hug, and say you're sorry. That's, like, what any compassionate, normal human being would do in this situation. Is, hey, I'm sorry, look, I've just been going through a lot. I really didn't mean to hurt you. But no, he doesn't give a fuck.
The only way out of this is discipline and respect.
Yeah, the only way out of this is discipline and respect, guys. Okay. Yeah, here oh yeah, Oh, what's that? My 8-month or 9-month pregnant wife is crying because I'm treating her like shit? What should I do? Should I, A, apologize and go give her a hug like any reasonable, compassionate human being would do? Or should I just say that you need to be fucking disciplined and show respect? I mean, come on. I don't even think it's funny. I don't know why Vash is laughing. I guess because it's fucked up, right?
Treating her like a dog, man.
Yeah, yeah.
The lady...
Worse than a dog. I wouldn't treat a dog like that either, okay? If I see, like, a puppy or, like, a dog, like, whimpering or being, like, sad, like, and giving me, like, the sad puppy eyes, I can't yell at it, okay? Am I just, like, too nice or something? Or is that, like, the normal human response? Like, I don't... Like, okay. Like, it's like, if it's, like, looking at me, like, all sad, like, I wouldn't, like, if a dog is, like, crying, because, like, dogs can cry, too, I think, like, yeah, like, you know what I mean, like, you wouldn't yell at it and start being more mean and aggressive to it, like, what the fuck? I mean, fuck, well, I guess if you think about it, I mean, he is treating her worse than the dog. I mean, the dog is chilling over here. You can, I don't know if you can see it or if my thing's in the way. But yeah, you can see the dog over here. But yeah, holy shit.
These are lining up for their conservative boyfriends. Let's go. Or husbands, I guess.
It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect.
You can't have any discipline and respect, as I am literally disrespecting you and treating you like a fucking dog, like you're not actually a person, and telling you what you are and aren't allowed to do because you're not actually a human being. Yeah, okay. Not good one, Steven Crowder. You've really outdone yourself today.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. You throw your hand. You give up so easily.
I don't give up so
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's the one that How is she... She's the one putting up with this shit, okay? She didn't get a divorce for years. For 2 years after this. I think this was 2 years ago. And she was putting it up with his shit for ages before then as well. So she wasn't giving up, okay? I'm sure she was one of the... I can guarantee you, she was one of those people who was like, yeah, I know, like, Steven can get, like, really mean sometimes, and he, you know, maybe sometimes he might hit me, but, you know, I can fix him, okay, guys? I can fix him, I swear. I guarantee you that was her attitude for ages, okay? She was not the one giving up. Whereas Steven Crowder's the one who doesn't give a fuck. He's saying he doesn't give up when he's given up emotionally. He's emotionally checked out. He doesn't give a fuck. If he hadn't given up emotionally, if he even had emotions to begin with, he would have, like, been kind and given her a hug and apologized by now and realized that he was in the wrong. And he's, like, putting her, like, him saying the shit he's saying is putting his pregnant wife on the verge of fucking tears. You could hear her literally starting to cry. And he's just yelling at her more and treating her like absolute shit. That's not what you do to a crying pregnant woman. You don't just start yelling at them and telling them that they need more discipline and that they're not showing enough respect and that, oh, you give up so easily and I don't give up because I'm not a piece of shit like you.
Hilary, you give up so easily? I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no,
Wow.
we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick.
Yeah. His abuse is sick.
Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
The way he says watch it. Like, he's just ordering her around. Watch it. Don't... he doesn't even deny it either. He doesn't even deny it. So, in a sense, he is abusive, right? Or, I'm admitting to I mean, we already know he's abusive, right? He doesn't even deny it. He doesn't give a fuck. Okay, they both know he's an abusive piece of shit, right? But this lady clearly has some sort of Stockholm Syndrome. I mean, that's why it took her so long to divorce the piece of shit, right?
Watch it.
Watch it. Watch it. Don't call out my behavior. Watch it.
Literally.
Watch it.
Fucking watch it.
Fucking watch it, yeah.
Watch it.
I'm gonna let go, I'll get what
She's the one being mature. I'm gonna let it go, I'll get you what you need, and I need some space. That is so reasonable. That is like her being so kind. And he's just being a piece of shit to her while she's on the verge of tears trying her very best to be the best wife she can possibly be, especially for somebody who's 8 months pregnant. I mean, fuck. I mean, imagine being 8 months pregnant. Like, the amount of hormones that she must be going through as well. Like, fuck, women don't have it as easy as people make it out to be, right? All right? Like, I've seen like, I don't know what I've seen, but like, I think there was like a you know what, never mind. Either way, you know, whenever I am hormonally imbalanced, like to like the worst extent, fuck, I can't do shit. Are you kidding me? I just lay in bed all day. I can't imagine what it would be like to be fucking pregnant and then having to deal with this shit. I would fucking cry my eyes out. Are you kidding me? If I had a boyfriend treat me like this, I'd fucking start crying. I swear. This would, like, genuinely, like, this is, like, worse. Like, this is, like, at least my ex had some subtlety, right? Kind of. Some amount of subtlety. I don't know, maybe she would have gotten like this if we had dated for longer. I have no idea.
you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just stop engaging for a little bit.
This is
Yeah, she's just avoiding the conflict, which is the natural response that any abuse victim is going to have as well, as I don't want to deal with the conflict. Let's just agree to disagree. Just please, what it really means is please stop treating me like shit. But she can't say that because she knows that he'll fucking yell at her more if she does. So she's watching it following his orders, I guess, and just trying to diffuse the situation, which she's doing a really good job at, by the way. Like, she's doing everything she can to de-escalate the situation. Like, she's clearly a fucking expert at this, which means she has to deal with this shit all the time.
Textbook abuse. Oh yeah, no, it's not just being mean. This is just like abuse. He's treating her like a dog. It's not
worse than a dog. I wouldn't treat a dog like this either.
So the threshold for me is that sometimes bad behavior, when you see like couples arguing, whatever, is like somebody's had a bad day and they're being mean. And I think that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad day. If he was having a bad day, he would have saw his own wife crying because he was saying really awful shit to her and treating her like complete shit, and then he would have apologized and been like, look, I've just been going through a lot recently. I'm really sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say this, all right? I know I've had anger issues in the past. I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to improve, okay? Please forgive me. Give her a hug, apologize, hoo-ha, the whole world works. But no, he doesn't do that because he doesn't give a fuck about his wife. He sees her as his property, not as a conscious, sentient life form who is just as deserving of respect as, well, more deserving of respect than he is, because she, as far as I'm concerned, is a kind person. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she probably is, she probably has a fucked up past if this is the type of person she's attracted to, but regardless, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she hasn't done anything bad. I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, I'm sure she's done something wrong before, but we all have, right?
People are mean sometimes. But there's, like, ways in which you can be mean, and some people will gravitate, I think, when they're...
This isn't just mean. Like, this is abusive and manipulative.
Have you ever looked at a tree and
Shut
thought,
up, Ed.
Can I drink this?
No,
I did.
I really...
Hi.
No, I haven't. But, like, the point I'm making... I'm sorry. The point I'm making is... There's a difference between being mean... Like, okay, for instance, I've struggled with a ton of mental health issues, especially because, I'm on the autism spectrum, okay? I have the big autism, okay? And one of the things I used to struggle with is, anger management, okay? I did not know how to, or handling my emotions in general. That was just one of the most egregious examples of that, was me not having control over my anger or my emotions, right? But when I would lose my temper, all right, and I genuinely had no control over it at the time, like, this wasn't just me willingly choosing to be a piece of shit. I mean, sure, there was some of that, but generally, there was, like, no way to... I was so emotional that it was, like, impossible to stop. But, the difference there is when I would treat other people, mainly adults, like shit in those situations, you could clearly tell that I wasn't mentally stable. You could tell that I was having what is essentially a mental fucking breakdown, okay? And then I would have and then, yeah, I started getting aggressive and shit, because I was a little kid. I was kind of unhinged, I'm not gonna lie. Ultimately, I guess I grew out of it, but Steven Crowder apparently has decided to not just avoid growing out of that, but to strategically be a manipulative piece of shit and controlling. And it's not just this irrational sort of response that you would give if you're having a really bad fucking day, okay? He is mentally stable enough. He's calm and collected enough. I'm not saying he's mentally stable, but he is in a state of mind where he clearly has complete control over his own words. He knows what he's doing, okay? He's calm enough to know what he's doing, okay? I mean, he's laying down. He doesn't give a fuck, okay? He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's doing it anyway because he wants to. Not because he's being extremely irrational and having a mental breakdown. And that context is key, right? Like, I've said some pretty bad shit in the past, but every single time it was, well, because I was very emotionally distressed to a point where I couldn't control my anger back then, right? But I was a little kid as well. And I don't think that Steven Crowder is so fucking autistic like I was, especially into his adulthood, well into his adulthood. What is he, in his 30s, 40s? I don't know. He's a grown man, right? And, you know, he's acting like this.
Upset, or when they're having a bad day, or when they're in a bad mood, they'll gravitate towards kinds of being mean that are totally above board. I think.
Yeah, or even if they're not, it's like, when they're not above board, like, you can tell, okay, they're, like, having a mental fucking breakdown, right? Like, that would be the only instance. Like, if he was just, like, so mentally ill that, like, that was what was causing him to be like this, but, like, you would be able to tell that, like, he's just mentally ill. Maybe even schizophrenic, in which case I would kind of feel bad for him. If he was then, if he had then proceeded to talk about the voices inside of his head, then I would start feeling bad, because it's like, okay, maybe the voices are, like, saying really awful things about his wife, and he's just repeating what the voices are telling him or some shit. And he does this all the time, and it's because he has schizophrenia, but nobody knew this, and maybe. I don't know. But that's not what's happening here.
Think it's fine to be mean sometimes, because that's just life, you know. Let's not pretend people aren't like that. But this isn't that. This isn't like, it's kind of like how being in a bad mood, it's kind of normal to snap at somebody, but it's not normal to just like bark out the N-word at a black guy, you know? It's like, whoa, well,
I mean, that's a very, I don't know, like, I feel like barking out the N-word at a black guy, while stupid and not something I would suggest doing for obvious fucking reasons, it's just, at the very least, it's just not a very nice thing to say, right? Don't be mean to people, okay? Wow, crazy, I know. But I would argue that that would be less abusive emotionally than what Steven Crowder is saying. At least then it's like, you know, if I was black, or let's say somebody called me a faggot because they got really mad, at least then it's like I can immediately discredit them. I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. You just sound retarded when you call me that, but okay. You do you, I guess, little bro. Make them more mad, whatever. Don't give a shit, right? They're not trying to control me, or nor are they strategically trying to abuse me, right? They're not, it's not the same level as what Steven Crowder is doing. What Steven Crowder is doing here is not just this one situation, right? This is a behavior that shows up in patterns repeatedly over time. This is not the type of behavior that you see as a one-off type of behavior, right? And you can tell that the wife had dealt with this shit, the same exact type of shit many, many times, based on the way she's reacting, okay? She's not surprised that he's acting this way. She's not astonished. She's not like, Steven, you're not acting like yourself. No, he's acting like himself. This is what he normally does, and he's a piece of shit. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to move my mic.
I was in a bad mood. It's like, okay, I know you were in a bad mood, but that's not normally what you do when you're in a bad mood, right? That's not a normal response to being in a bad mood.
It's not a normal response, but it is a response, and it's genuinely better than what Steven Crowder is doing. At least it's like one word with like hardly any context in a sentence. It's like if you just call someone a slur, it's like, yeah, okay. Not like I've heard that one a million times from random people online, because people are kind of shitty sometimes. Yeah, oh wow, so original. But if it's like you're emotionally abusing somebody, and it's like that person is clearly emotionally attached to you and cares about you, it's like, and you're taking advantage of that level of trust, you're just a shitty person. You're just a bad person. I guarantee you, I mean, not that I think Steven Crowder would ever date a black woman, by the way. I think he's too racist for that, but let's say he were to. I bet he would call her the N-word. Genuinely. Like, hard R, whenever he's mad at her. And, like, order her around as if, like, she's, like, his fucking servant. I mean, that's what he's doing with his Caucasian wife. I mean, I can only imagine how he would treat a black wife.
It's like the PewDiePie thing, right?
Yeah, except what PewDiePie did was, like, only vaguely bad and not actually that big of a deal. It was just an unintelligent thing for him to say. He didn't say it out of malice. So this is a terrible analogy, because it's like, no, you should not be comparing it to PewDiePie saying the N-word on the bridge, okay? Was it a smart thing for him to do? No, that was extremely stupid. That was one of the most unintelligent things he could have possibly done in that situation. But he wasn't trying to abuse anyone. He wasn't trying to cause objective harm or make someone emotionally feel like shit. He was just mad and seething, okay? He was seething and coping, okay? That's what he was doing. And then he apologized. He didn't double down. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's
And there is the context, okay? You guys, I showed you at the beginning, and in the context of that, yeah, he's a fucking abuser. I don't love you. To his own wife. His own fucking wife. And then he complains about her divorcing him. If you don't love her, then why the fuck would you be mad at her for divorcing you, you dumb piece of shit? So either he loves her and he's just lying, which is abusive, or he doesn't love her and he's abusive. I'm guessing it's the latter. I don't think he's capable of love. Again, Vosh, why the fuck are you laughing? I don't think this is very funny. I mean, I guess this is how he copes. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that it is. I think it's distasteful personally, but hey, I'm not the joke police. Not that I think this is a joke, by the way, but if you laugh, you laugh. I think Vosh is laughing because he didn't expect to see it. I mean, it is shock humor in a way, right? And it is hard to be anything but emotionally detached if you haven't experienced something like this before, right? So maybe I'm, like, more sensitive to this type of stuff because I've, like, you know, I've been through similar shit, right? Maybe not this specific conversation. My ex had a different way of berating me and making me feel like shit about myself, but, you know, yeah. And then he proceeds to follow it up by saying, I've never received love from you. That was something that my ex always used to fucking say to me. Not in that wording, but, like, she would always accuse me of not caring about her, not loving her, being distant when I wasn't distant, and if anything was emotionally dependent on her at the time. So, you know, and then, you know, she would also tell me that everybody else hated me and that she was the only person who loved me. So it's sort of similar. There's some parallels, there's some differences. I think Steven Crowder is worse than my ex, though. Genuinely. I mean, fuck, I've experienced it's not even that, like, they're saying the exact same quotes, though there are some similar quotes and general concepts that they're saying, but it's their intonation, the way they talk down, right? That's what an abuser does, okay? He has almost the same sort of intonation as what I experienced from my ex, right? Very, very unpleasant, I will say.
Oh, wow. That was upfront. That was pretty direct.
Yeah. Now, I'm somebody that is all for being brutally honest, but this isn't being brutally honest. This is just being, like, emotionally abusive. Saying these things serves no utility. All he's doing, which is something he's deliberately doing, by the way, is making his pregnant wife feel like shit for no reason other than he wants control over her and doesn't think she deserves the right to be an individual, autonomous human being with emotions. Because only Steven Crowder matters, okay? The world revolves around him, not her, obviously.
All right. Well, I guess that's probably true.
Yeah.
I've never received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, just be disciplined about it, you go.
Like, what the this is like, what is she? Your fucking slave? Like, not even your dog at that point, right? But, like, like, okay, if you tell your dog to go fetch, right? And they're just being lazy and just laying there, let's say. Not saying that this is what the wife is doing at all, by the way. Right? But let's say that you told your dog to do A, B, C, and D, and it didn't do it. You wouldn't start yelling at the dog and treating it like shit and trying to make the dog feel like shit, right? You would maybe encourage it by offering it a treat if it does a trick, right? But you wouldn't discipline the dog in a negative way. It's a fucking animal. It doesn't know any better, right? So you wouldn't even treat a dog like that. Let alone a person who you shouldn't treat a person like a dog, let alone like, well, worse than a dog, I guess. I mean, yeah, this is worse than how I would treat a dog, right? Okay, whenever I see a dog, okay, I get excited, the dog gets excited, I start petting the dog, and like, and it tries to lick me, and then I move my head, and I just start to like, I'm like petting its body, and yeah, you know what I mean.
No, but I love you more than life itself. Okay, put on some gloves. No.
Put on some gloves that, by the way, I'm pretty sure those gloves, have like chemicals that are like really bad, if you're like pregnant or some shit.
But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
Here he is accusing her of being disingenuous. This is what I mean when I say that he's an abuser. He's not just being angry. Being angry is fine. It happens all the time. If he was just yelling, I would say, okay, maybe he's a little bit of a man-child, but maybe he had a really bad day. But it's not just him yelling. That's the least of my worries, to be completely honest. It's the way he's doing it and the gaslighting. The gaslighting and the berating, the degradation of her, is what I have an issue with. That is where the emotional abuse comes from. The yelling part is just the cherry on top. That's just his way of asserting his so-called authority.
Hilary, you're right, right in past. Become someone, as you did, day in and day out, worthy.
And here he is, telling his wife that she isn't worthy. She is saying that she needs to become a worthy wife, implying that she isn't currently worthy. This is something that, yeah, like, again, I've been in an emotionally abusive relationship. I've heard real similar shit. Again, different wording, but same message. I've gotten that same exact message from my ex, okay? She said something very similar to me, right? Talking about whether or not I'm worthy of love, right? That is a very manipulative and emotionally abusive tactic. It's not only a way of, not only is he gaslighting her here, but he's also, trying to get her to see herself as somebody with no self-worth. I mean, this is how someone like Steven Crowder gets somebody like Hilary Crowder to stay in a relationship like that, is they end up they think so little of themselves that they think that they deserve it. Fuck, I thought when I was in an abusive relationship, I thought that I was deserving of all the shit that came my way. I thought that I was the problem, so I thought that any bad thing that was happening to me was my fault, and that it had nothing to do with my partner, who was just completely innocent and just had my best interest at heart, which wasn't the case, might I add.
A wife worth? No, not
Yeah, he's probably like a sociopath or something, or like anti-social personality. I mean, that kind of fits, right? I keep telling you guys, like, the kind of people you need to be a conservative, like, pundit, you have to be like a subhuman demon. There are lots of conservatives who are fine people themselves.
Agree. I say this all the time. Conservative people are the victims, okay? I don't blame them, all right? Conservative people are just the victims of conservative propaganda and conservative politicians. And as a leftist, I believe that victim blaming and victim shaming are things that only cause harm and serve no utility.
And just have like bad opinions or bad like thoughts on the world. But
Yeah.
in order to lead those groups, you have to be a monster. You can't be a good person and like be a conservative pundit. Yeah.
True. Shut up,
Care
ad.
instructions for
Aw,
my Gatsby.
doggo.
Short for beefcake.
Mr. Henry Chicken.
Mel likes dressing
Sorry.
up to go out.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, okay, wow. I guess this is like the showcase for what it's like to have a conservative husband or boyfriend, right? I don't love you. I hate how, you say you love me, but you never show me love by putting on gloves. I have no idea what he's going on about. What it really sounds like to me is that he's cutting down the rhetoric that he uses on his show to
Interestingly enough, yeah, I think it is some of the same rhetoric. It is all manipulative. He's manipulative when it comes to his public presence on whatever YouTube, and he is even more manipulative behind the scenes. He's just a manipulator. That's what he's best at. He does it for a living. So, of course, his poor wife has to fucking deal with that, and I don't even want to know what the dog has to go through. I mean, if this is how he treats his wife, how does he treat his dog? Probably not well. He probably tortures the poor thing. Which, okay, something that scares me more than abusive relationships is people that are abusive that have pets. Something about it makes me so fucking terrified and sad, and I can't handle it emotionally, okay? At least with, like, a person, it's like, well, you know that, like, there's a chance that they get out of it, and maybe they can recover someday, but, like, with an animal, it's like, it's stuck there till they die. That's their entire life, is being abused. It's so sad to think about. I'm not saying Steven Crowder abuses his dog. I mean, I have no evidence of that. But it always scares me when I see somebody like Steven Crowder, who is clearly abusive, abusing a person, and then, whatever, over there's the dog sleeping. Right.
To try to discipline her the way he would kind of like paternalistically talk down to his audience, right? Because he's kind of talking to her like she's a dog. Vosh, the glove part was referencing how she didn't want to feed the dog the medicine because she was concerned that it was toxic to pregnant people. Okay.
Yes, that was what was mentioned earlier.
Okay. Yeah, to talk down to...
Does anyone have a source for that, by the way?
Like an 8-month pregnant woman. And he has like a cigar and he's doing the deliberate like alpha male lean back.
The
you
fucking
see what he's
Andrew
doing, right?
Tate
My cam's
thing.
not totally
He's trying to be
blocking
Andrew
that.
Tate.
He's like deliberately trying to affect this like, I am the alpha male and you have disrespected me thing. But what always happens in real life when people act like that is it actually just makes them sound like fucking babies. Because it's like, I'm the alpha male. Where the are my nachos? Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that TikTok? Never mind. It doesn't matter. I am the alpha male. Okay. Where is my?
I am the alpha
you
male.
Stupid whore. Where is my blankie? All right.
Me. Honestly, me. Okay. If that isn't me, I don't fucking know what is. That is so relatable. Holy shit.
It's just ironic to talk about discipline when he's exhibiting like negative emotional discipline right now.
Yeah. Well, it's not even like
I do believe him when
like I genuinely think that whatever sorry, I was gonna read chat and say something. Femyoz, you need to check DMs. Okay. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. Ah, I see. There is no DMs. Joke's on you. Oh, wait, never mind. There is. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I already banned that guy from the Discord. He was annoying. Don't worry. Yeah, there's like this one fucking fake screenshot that somebody made. They're trying to like accuse me of like grooming minors or some shit, and it's like so obviously faked. Like, there's a reason that, you know, the person, for some wacky reason, was unable to screen record the conversation. What gives? Well, you see, what gives is, even though I asked the person sending me that, actually, to screen record it multiple times, with a, where they refresh the page in that recording and click on the profile to confirm that it is my Discord. But the reason that they couldn't do that is obviously because it ain't me. So, yeah. Yo, bro, debate Lil Young Av? What? Femyoz looks like he's about to be a femboy kitten Twitch streamer getting money from Simpslol. Hey, if you guys want to simp for me and donate to your local catboy Discord kitten femboy streamer, my Streamlabs link is in the description below. So if you want to throw money at me and make me really happy, I mean, it could be like a present for me, you know, like a yeah, it would be so nice. Anyways, I'm gonna, once Femyoz has long hair like Finn, I'll teach Femyoz makeup. Yeah, I'm gonna teach myself makeup too. I'm probably also gonna go on estrogen at some point, I think, maybe. I don't know. I think I might actually just be, like, full-on trans at this point. I have no idea. Whatever. My life, I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? No, I'm the best at makeup? Alright, fair enough. Anyways, oh yeah, that's right. We were doing a segment. Right.
When he says that he doesn't love her, though, he seems like the kind of guy who only cares about her as like a status symbol, and
True.
his alleged care for her when he talked about their divorce and his apparent desire for the state to legally force her to stay in a marriage with him, which he repeated like 5 times in a 4-minute video, is probably more of the emasculating embarrassment of being divorced, you know?
I don't think that getting divorced in of itself is embarrassing, but I'll tell you one thing, it certainly is if you're Steven fucking Crowder. I mean, come on. You know, he talks about whatever, all the, you know, like, it's because he's a far-right conservative pundit that it's funny, right? I mean, he's a piece of shit and he deserves it. But you just know that it, like, hurts his ego, that his wife doesn't want to be with him, right? Like, that's gotta hurt his ego. I mean, it's Steven Crowder. I mean, he's a fucking pussy at the end of the day.
No. It's like, yeah, it's like an ego protection thing. He definitely hates women. Well, yeah, all massage.
We've all got a wild side.
I think he just hates human beings in general. What the fuck is this ad? Holy shit. Hey, yo, what?
Jacklings, feed your wild side.
I'm scared. Maybe I do need to put my ad blocker back on. Is that Moist Critical? Yes, it is. Alright. I'm sorry. Okay, we can skip the ad.
Do you guys want...
Okay, I don't think that it is necessarily just Steven Crowder hating women. But I think he's just not an empathetic person at all. I don't think he's capable of experiencing empathy. I don't think he cares about anyone other than himself, and it just so happens that if you, you know, it's easier, to, abuse a woman in a traditional conservative relationship, right? If you're a conservative and, you know, you find somebody who is willing to date conservative men, well, they're probably easy to abuse, let's be real. I'm just saying.
Want to know something interesting?
I think that, like, if I don't think Steven Crowder is even straight. I think he's bi. I think that if he were to date a man, he would treat him the same fucking way. Unless that man is, like, aggressive or able to, like, beat the shit out of him or willing to or whatever. But, like, if it was, like, somebody of, like, my stature, he would probably treat them the same way.
Etymologically, okay? Misogyny has kind of an interesting history, all right? It does.
No, I don't dispute the fact that he's misogynistic. Obviously he is. But I don't think that it's just that he hates women. I think he just wants control. It's not from a place of him hating other people. I mean, that's part of it, but I think it has more to do with him using it to make himself feel more powerful. That's what he wants, is power over other people.
Doesn't just mean a person who thinks woman is lesser, right? Historically. Because if you go back basically any point in time in history, everyone thought women were lesser than men. Not always, but, like, yeah, most of the time. So, like, did they create the term misogynist to mean, like, every guy? No. The term misogynist referred to men who not just thought of women as lesser, but were so malicious and spiteful in doing so that it was embarrassing and emasculating. The accusation of being a misogynist wasn't that a person was problematic, it was that a person was embarrassing and overreaching in the extent to which they displayed and exhibited their superiority over women. It was like a sign of insecurity. So if you can...
Which it is, by the way. I guarantee you Steven Crowder is insecure as shit, right? Also, what the fuck happened with my camera? Holy shit. Wait, one sec. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh no, not what I meant to do. Okay. Whoa, God. Ooh, now it's dark. Now it's normal again. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, this looks like what it was before. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. Paul Badman. Real. Okay, sorry. Okay, anyways. Holy
fuck. Imagine, like, I don't know, like 1,000 years ago or something, you know, every guy probably thought women were lesser than men, you know, most of them at least. But then there would be, like, the guys who were so insecure about it, they would beat their wives, or they...
Absolutely. Steven Crowder is 100,000,000% extremely insecure. No one who is confident in their own masculinity acts this way towards women. It just doesn't happen.
They would be, like, overly demanding, or they would be, like, controlling and incapable of love, you know? And that's kind of...
AKA Steven Crowder.
And I like to think about that, too. Because when I see people like Steven Crowder...
Oh, God. What the hell? Why is it... Hello, camera. Please work.
I'm reminded...
Sorry, guys. This is annoying. Alright, yeah, anyways, I'm gonna read chat while I fix this, okay? Alright, I'm sorry. I know. Damn, no idea how similar you look to Saul Goodman, but I've seen what people can do with makeup in that regard, and it's nuts. I don't like him because of the stupid haircut. Oh, who, Steven Crowder? Oh, yeah. What music do you listen to? Fucking everything that isn't bad, okay? So, basically, not country. Everything but country, I think. Well, no, I don't listen to pop either, because I'm too much of a contrarian to like anything popular, of course. Is it gonna work? Okay, there we go. Alright, hold on. Okay, hopefully the camera actually fucking works now. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very sad, okay? I'm gonna be a sad camper instead of a happy camper, alright? Some pop music is good. I mean, I guess. I don't know. It depends. Anyways. Alright, we gotta finish this video. I'm sorry.
Did that, like, if you go back, what this is, this misogyny, it's not like, you know, oh, he doesn't like women, okay? Who likes women, honestly? It's this pathetic, weak, baby-brained, like, petulant spite that's dictating all of this behavior. You know what I mean? It's so weak. You understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
No. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No.
Put on some gloves that will poison you as a pregnant woman. Yeah, that's great. Or was it the medicine? I don't remember. Either way.
But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous.
It's not fair. It's not fair when you
fair. He sounds like a fucking 2-year-old too, by the way.
tell me you love me, but you won't do the one chore when you're 8 months pregnant.
Folks,
It's
you're
Dark
chipping in my
Brandon. Alright, we've
campaign
already
today.
seen this ad. I
We've
need
made
an
a lot
ad
of
blocker
progress,
on.
but we've got a lot more.
I'm sorry.
It's not fair. Is he doing
not
a bit?
fair.
You could say that the life of a conservative pundit is a bit in its entirety.
Oh my god, why is my camera not fucking working? This is pissing me the fuck off, okay? Stop being stupid, bitch. Fuck you.
Hilary, you're right in that. Become someone that's unique. Day in and day out.
Alright.
I'll get you the tea.
Dude, she is so emotionally have to do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
I wanna...
I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not.
Oh yeah, I love you. Are you gonna put on the gloves then?
Yeah.
To feed the dog the medicine?
Absolutely zero empathy from this man.
Oh man. No engagement with the love at all. The cigar
Literally.
thing is creepy. Yeah, he's posturing.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to you. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? I'm good. Just walk the dogs. Put on some gloves.
Ah, yes, you a pregnant woman. You have to walk the dogs when you're literally fucking pregnant. This dude is fucking evil.
To be fair, he is very busy. He was very busy reclining on the couch,
True.
smoking a cigar.
Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs take? Don't you take that?
As the Crowders head inside, Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will fuck you up," at his pregnant wife Hilary, who then flees their home. That's nice.
As the Crowders head inside, Steven
I
gets
already read
angrier
that.
and angrier.
Oops.
Okay. Oh, there's a date down in the bottom right that I couldn't see. This is from June 26, 2021.
Yup, and that is the
Okay.
leaked security footage.
I wonder how this got leaked. Dude,
It was probably from the, whatever, the divorce case, and this is...
there is no
Nope, stop.
way she's not
Stop!
keeping the kids.
Yeah, she better fucking keep the kids, right? Let's read the comments. Who would have guessed that a misogynist is misogynistic towards his wife? True. Alright, saying I can't go to the gym, I can't hang out with friends to an 8-month pregnant lady is not the flex you think it is, Steven. Clearly Crowder can afford 2 cars, right? Seems like having a single car is a control mechanism. True, and that's what I said. That's what everyone is saying, actually. I think everyone agrees with that. Imagine being a pro-life traditional family man and then smoking in front of your pregnant wife, choosing not to show up for the birth of your twins, moving out, and leaving the wife with the kids and trying to cut her off from money that could be used to support your babies. What a monster. Yeah, true. The fact that she basically said, "Steven, I love you, but you're mean, you abuse me," and his response is, "Watch it, fucking watch it." I can't imagine talking to someone that way. What a cold-hearted piece of shit. True. I work at a domestic violence shelter, and this is pretty common with emotional abuse. Belittling her, not letting her use the car, telling her he does not love her, telling her watch it when she tries to tell him how she feels, growing increasingly aggressive when she wants to leave, and talking to her like they are in a debate on his show. Not good. I will pray for them because divorce hurts everyone involved. That's a good comment. Imagine telling your wife, I don't love you, and then being sad when she divorces you. True! Look how calm she is. She's bargaining with him while trying not to trigger him. She knows he will get so much worse if she lifts her voice above her calm tone. Yeah, that's what I was saying, too. Alright, anyways. Hello, Samuel. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Anyways, it's time to read chat, alright? This is the part where we read chat. Oh, yes. My, everybody's favorite activity is reading chat while my camera is lagging, of course. Why is my camera laggy as fuck, you may be asking? I wish I had the answer. If I did, it wouldn't be laggy as fuck right now. But of course, that would make my, that would be too convenient for me if the camera wasn't freezing, okay? What have I not read? Okay, I'm gonna put my glasses on. The glasses work with the cat ears? Kinda, yeah. Alright, I'm sorry. Hold on. Crowder gets paid by the same people who caused the global financial crisis. He is incapable of empathy. True. Chomsky's propaganda model is one hell of a drug. Also true. Femyoz, did you see Dark Brandon? Yeah. I used to love Chomsky's work, but lately he's been on the same level as a dumbass like Roger Waters. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, that's the balance of power in the meme wars. Or, sorry, the balance of power in the meme wars has been shifting, lol. How is he incapable of calling his friends if she takes the car? Is his car also his phone? Yeah, true. Who is that trash? My AK-47 would make good use for that abuser. Wasn't your GF awful? Yeah. That abuser is literally your average Muslim man. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. I feel like it's your average religious fundamentalist in general. I'll just say it here. I am not a federal agent. Sounds like something that a federal agent would say. Anyways. I think this effect is too low down, unless I sit up more. Maybe I need to stop slouching so much. Damn. Yeah, Crowder knows what he's doing. You better believe he does. Pickled cucumber. I have autism too, and I have said things to people that I deeply regret out of anger. Yeah, I get that. But it's like you can tell it's different, right? It's like there's a very clear difference in the intonation there. It's not a I am trying to manipulate you type of tonation, right? Intonation. Fuck, I can't even speak. It has its occasional upsides. For example, put me in a room with someone treating a pregnant woman like that, and they're getting repeatedly punched in the face before the signal reaches my brain. On the other hand, it's just as liable to make me act out and be the dickhead. No amount of voices in your head is an excuse. Learn some internal diplomacy, and if that falls, beat them down and divert your thought processes. Yeah, no, I know. I used it as an example of something that would make me feel, like, bad for Steven Crowder. Like, I would still side with the wife, because, like, Steven Crowder's the one treating her like shit, not vice versa. But, like, if he was, like, schizophrenic, and he was just, like, clearly, like, having a delusion or some shit, and, like, just yelling at the wall, and then he yelled at his wife or something for, like, telling him to take his schizophrenia. Okay, fine, I could understand that. I wouldn't agree with it, and I would still say he's a bad partner, but it would be, I don't know. Cat ears, Femyoz looks good and is the best idea ever, not gonna lie. Aw, thank you. Thought it was in a comments/chat on a Ben Shapiro stream I was watching. Premiere for one video, I think, a stream. The funny thing is, you seem to be one of the main people coming here to simp. Just remember, no bussy till you renounce the nationalist parts of your belief system. True. Yo, Femyoz. Oh, wait, I already read that. But apparently Frogtown says he can become the Saul Goodman of makeup. But I don't know what music I listen to, fun and gaming. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really listen to that much music, to be honest. You don't like Steven Crowder because he is a bad person. I don't like him because of a stupid haircut. Well, disliking him for these reasons are not mutually exclusive. I hate him for both. Damn, no idea how similar you look to Saul. Oh, wait. Never mind. I already wrote. Alright. At this point, I love metal a bit more than the rest, but all the genres are great, especially when they're meshed together. Check media in your server, I will in a bit. Pop is a horrible classification of music. Yeah. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It really depends on the song and the artist as well. An absolute icon on my wall. Yes, that is a beautiful man right there. That is bald. Oh, wait, wrong button. Oh, wait, it zooms into the wrong spot. Oh, well. But that is Bald Martin, the sexiest man of all time, all right? Very, very beautiful man. Tyler, the Creator, is popular, but his music isn't really contained to one genre, so you can't call it pop. Okay, fair enough. I don't know anything about Tyler, the Creator, not gonna lie. Watching this kind of makes me realize I was abused a lot more than I thought I was. Yeah, like, when you're in an emotionally abusive relationship, and, like, especially if there isn't physical abuse, or, like, not that much physical abuse, like, you don't realize how bad it is until after the fact. Like, you don't realize that you're a victim while you're the victim. Like, that's why people don't leave relationships when, from an outside perspective, it seems obvious. That person doesn't think they're getting abused more often than not. Or if they do, they're like, oh, but I can fix him. It's one of the two, right? Work on your posture. The results of slouching all the time in about a decade won't be fun. Yeah, but I'm, like, looking at my computer, which is lower, and then it's, like, if I'm leaning back in my chair, like, I'm trying to, like, align my mouth close to my mic, right? Like, I naturally do that, and I have to not do that, because whatever. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can move the mic. There we go. Problem solved. Anyways, yeah, so, sorry, where was I? Like, for me, it was physical abuse, because I got beat and thrown into a closet and shit. But the emotional abuse hits home, yeah. Raise your screen and mic. What do you want me to do? Hold my laptop the whole time? I can't just I can't raise my laptop screen. I can try. Wait, can I lower my chair anymore? No, it's as low as it goes. I'll raise my mic a little. I'll try looking at my camera instead of my computer more often, but whatever. Oh well. I'm talking about right wings and conservatives and Daily Wires, by the way. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, oh god. Man, what a world we live in, huh? Do you guys like the cat ears? Are the cat ears here to stay? Let me know in chat. Use the biggest books you got. I'm too lazy and I don't feel like it. I'm fine. I can just lean back, okay? It's not that big of a deal. Alright, I'm fine. Anyways. Yeah, Steven Crowder is a bad person. Hold on. Nope. Hold on, I'm just adjusting audio a little bit. Anyways, yeah, no, Steven Crowder is a bad person. I don't like him. If you haven't picked up on that already, yeah, I don't like him very much. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, yeah. Yeah. Also, my hands are, like, kind of red. I think it's because I'm dehydrated. It's time to drink water. But, yeah, I want to learn makeup. I mean, yeah, I don't look terrible, but part of it is because I'm using a filter. If I turn off the filter... Is that without the filter? I think it is. I mean, I could look worse, but... Or is this... No, this is without the filter. I'm sorry. Yeah, I look pretty bad right now. Because it's like... I'm dehydrated. I need to learn makeup and also learn how to hydrate better, but boop, boop, Alright, anyways, I'm sorry. I use my D&D books, and the cat ears are cute and seem to be effective for your purpose, given that you're a fan of doing thirst traps. Hell yeah, I am. You better believe I am. I need to learn makeup, though. And if I go on HRT, I'm gonna look so good, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I am gonna look so... Okay, imagine if I learn makeup and go on HRT and do voice training. Dude, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I was born with a dick. I mean, well, you would by looking at my old content, but, like, if you don't know anything about me and, like, you're seeing me for the first time like that, it's like, you know, that's just how it is. Man, I didn't think it was gonna make that much of a difference, but man, it really does. Cat ears do carry the aesthetic a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. More than I, thought they would. I do like cat ears. I think they're cute. Oh well. Anyways, the weather do be nice, huh, chat? Yeah, you'd pass no problem. Let's go. I really hope I would. I really hope I would. I mean, I don't know how to do the voice is gonna be the hardest, okay? Makeup is gonna be hard, but, like, I feel like everyone goes through a learning curve there. Like, every normal woman has to go through that at some point, right? I mean, they don't have to. They can just not wear makeup, I guess, but, you know, estrogen, I mean, you just take a substance or whatever the fuck, or pill, or I don't even know. Or is it or do you inject it? I don't fucking know. Voice training, most people aren't voice actors, so that's kind of a difficult one. I mean, I don't know how to do the best female voice. I think it's a very, I don't know, maybe I can, and you're just not aware of it, and I'm not aware of it. It's mainly about modulating your voice more, just being less monotone is a big part of it. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, you do have to be, like, more, like, you have to have more of, like, I don't want to, like, a more, like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like almost like a, oh my god, yes, a Slay Queen, like, you have to have some, like, more expression, and, I'm not very good at this. I don't know. I think it just, is that even, I don't know. I feel like if I'm, like, copying somebody else's voice, I do a better job, though. That's why when I say, when I did the Slay Queen thing, it probably sounded more real than, everything after that, because when I'm copying somebody else, or whatever, I mean, I don't even know who I'm copying at that point. It's like if I'm quoting something, or, like, doing an impression or whatever, and it's not my own words or intonation, it's like, okay. What I will say is, when it comes to debate, I'm always going to use my man voice. I don't care. Like, it makes me sound more authoritative. And the sad reality is I'm probably going to be perceived as funnier and better at comedy if I sound manly rather than womanly, because of reasons. It's like, I feel like the deeper your voice is, the easier it is to be funny. I don't know. Maybe that's just my personal experience, because I remember being a little kid, and it was like, no one took anything I said seriously because I was a little kid and I sounded like a little kid. And it also made my jokes less funny. But then, as I got older, the one benefit about naturally being born as a male is yeah, you get to use your voice as a tool, exactly. But I want to be able to, what I want to do is I want to learn how to make my voice as deep as I can possibly make it, like, deeper than this. I mean, I don't know how to realistically make it sound deeper, but, maybe slightly deeper, but I don't know. Without it sounding forced, of course. I don't know. But of course, this is only one example of, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really tried doing a deep voice in a while, or a high voice for that matter, other than on this stream. As opposed to like a really a more high-pitched voice. Yeah, I can't fucking do, I don't know, I just sound like a tranny. There are cis women whose voices are as deep as yours, and yeah, get as many octaves in as you can, put in the opera singers to shame. Yeah, hell yeah. That's my goal, right? I want to be able to like have like such a wide range to my voice. And yeah, so like I could do like I don't know. But I don't want it to sound like I'm I don't want to sound like a guy trying to sound like a woman. I want to sound like a woman, you know what I mean? Like someone who isn't forcing it, you know what I mean? It'll make D&D more fun. I don't play D&D, but if I did, I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. I'd be like, yeah. Imagine if I had, like, huge titties, though. Man, that'd be kind of cool. Apparently, it's, like, painful to have large titties, though, I've heard. That's what women tell me. And I'm like, but, like, isn't it, like, you can, like, squish them and shit? Like, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? If I had titties, I'd be like, you know? You know what I mean? I'd probably do it for like a month and then I'd get bored of it. Let's be real. But anyone who doesn't currently have titties would do that within a month. Like for the first month of having titties. Let's be real. I mean, who are we kidding here? I mean, who would be a cisgender woman with a voice as deep as mine? I knew this girl that said it gave her arthritis and back problems? What did? True, not even gonna lie? Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. What a world we live in, huh? Society be like, bruh. I don't even know anymore. Oh well. But it really just be like that sometimes. You know what I mean? It's, Oh, and for everybody who's made it this far, consider smashing like and subscribing. If you want to support the channel especially, you know? If you want to support the channel, there's a very easy way of doing that. And that way is, of course, smashing like and subscribing and donating money. I mean, let's be real, okay? Let's be real. It's a pretty good thing to do. I'm just saying. But aside from that, so basically, before I end stream, okay? Smash like and subscribe. Haha. And also, yeah, so also, is my channel dying? I feel like my channel is dying sometimes. Titties fun, it's as simple as that. And you naturally end up being about one size smaller than your mom on average. Okay. That's fair enough. On average. Okay. I'd be interested in seeing I hope I end up with like larger than average titties if I go on estrogen, you know? It's like it's go hard or go home, right? You either gotta go all out or not at all, am I right? Well, maybe not. Transitioning is a process, is it not? I don't know. I mean, chat, for those of you who are on HRT, specifically estrogen, how was it? Where did you get the estrogen from, first of all? And what are the differences you feel? I mean, I already know on average what some of them are, but it's like it's always good to know, right? It's like before I go out of my way to do stuff. I mean, two things I gotta learn to do: makeup and HRT, and then I will be the sexiest motherfucker on the planet. All right, and you better believe that I'm gonna be going out of my way to. Oh wait, wrong button. You better believe I'll be going out of my way to do that. I'm just saying. Anyways, I don't even know where I'm going with this. Yeah. Long story short, Steven Crowder bad and abuse bad, okay? Yeah. Don't abuse your wife, guys. It's bad. Yeah. I know. I have such a crazy take. Did you guys know that it's bad to be abusive? Oh my god, guys, that's crazy. Who would have ever have guessed? Yeah. I'll bet you didn't even realize. Make sure to donate $50 if you didn't realize. Yeah. I don't know. It's funny because whenever I semi-ironically beg for donations and go out of my way to be like a greedy whore or whatever, like nobody donates, but then like I'll be like in the middle of like a segment and then I'll get like someone who donates like $20 or $50 and it's like, what the fuck? Okay. I mean, very random, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And it's like, okay. It's always on a random day too. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. One of the more noticeable parts is it would round out your face more. Also, be prepared for a massive chocolate craving the first time you take it. That was my experience, at least. Lol, 100% serious. Yeah. Oh, and I also heard that you end up with a slightly slower metabolism, I think, or like you gain body fat easier, I think. So I'll have to like be cognizant about eating a bunch of shit. It's worth it though. I mean, come on. Would I? Yeah, so my face probably would look more feminine if it was rounder, right? Do I have a masculine face shape? I don't know. I hope not. And then I hope it becomes like super feminine with HRT. Like, I'm just saying. Also, remember what it felt like for my hips to expand? It felt weird. All in all, it's second puberty. Brace yourself. Ooh. Okay, do you get acne like you did in first puberty or not? Because I heard it makes your acne better, actually, if you go on estrogen. I'm not too worried about that. I think it makes your skin better, if I'm not mistaken. I've always been jealous of people with a really, really soft skin. My skin's not bad, but it could be softer, you know what I mean? I don't know. Fuck. How long would it take for... I don't even know. Now that I think of it, yeah, it helps your skin, thank goodness. Okay, good. Good. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but oh well. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder how long would it even take before I like have to like I would have to, cuz like at some point like my like after a certain amount of time on HRT, my breast growth would be enough to the point where I'd have to like start wearing like a bra and shit. That's the one thing I'm going to miss if I go on HRT is like being able to like be shirtless and like, you know, certain situations where I wouldn't be able to anymore, right? It's like, oh fuck, now I can't be shirtless anymore. Because it's like, I don't know, I've never had a problem being shirtless, I guess. But I will say that I've always had I guess a preference for being more feminine at the very least, if not actually a woman. Which is very strange, but I tried teaching myself to be more masculine, but we all know how that turned out, don't we? We all know that it turned out very, very wonderfully as intended, right? I mean, you can't tell me that this isn't peak masculinity, okay, guys? This is my Scottish kilt, okay? You guys like my Scottish kilt? Oh, God. I always almost fall down doing that. I'm not trying to fall down today. But yeah, I don't know. As much as I like the debate bro stuff, sometimes it's better to just chill, you know? And that's why this is also a podcast for some people, you know? Sometimes I watch my own past live streams as a podcast. I mean, I find that it's fun to listen to. I enjoy it personally. And yeah, I guess that's kind of how it is. I mean, I could continue looking at more Steven Crowder stuff, but I think I'm gonna save the Destiny having a terrible take about Steven Crowder for a separate stream or video, 'cause you know, I feel like this stream, you know, it stands on its own, you know? It's a I want some of it to be chill though. I don't know. But yeah. Does estrogen okay, if you describe it as a second puberty, does it also make you taller or not really? I would assume it doesn't. I would assume it has no impact on your height, and if anything would stop any more height growth that you otherwise would have gotten. I feel like my whenever I get facial hair, it's like I feel like my facial hair, whenever it grows, gets slightly thicker and thicker over time. And the fact that that terrifies me makes me think I might have gender dysphoria. No, it makes you shorter. Did you actually shrink? How many inches did you shrink by when you went on estrogen? That's wild. That's gonna be so weird. Man, I've been like, whatever, 5'6", 5'6.5" for so long. Since I was either 15 or 16, I want to say. And then I'm going to be back down to like 5'5" or 5'4". Nice. Oh well. The thing I don't want to do... Jesus, something that scared me. Anyways, the thing I don't want to do... Didn't shrink much, but it was pretty noticeable. How much did you shrink by? Like, give me a rough estimate. Are we talking like an entire inch, 2 inches? Like, I don't know what you mean by much. I mean, half an inch would be still kind of a lot, right? I don't know. But either way, so the weather do be nice, huh, chat? In that range. So like an inch? Okay. That's still a lot. So I'll be 5'5.5" if I go on HRT then. Man, that's weird. It's like when you grow older, you don't usually imagine shrinking an inch. That's weird. But, whatever. I'm not gonna complain about it. I would be, because I'm 5'6.5", if I shrank an inch, I'd be 5'5.5", which is almost exactly the height of the average woman, I think. Or is it 5'5" or is it 5'3"? I think it's 5'5", right? Or 5'4"? Nah, it's 5'5", right? I don't know. I think. So I'd be like a slightly taller than average woman. Man, I think considering the fact that I'm probably trans, like, completely, I think I got lucky with my genetics, you know. I'm glad I didn't end up being like a hairy 6-foot, ultra masculine, square jawlined, manly dude. That in that case, I probably would have had severe gender dysphoria, and I would have known. Whereas it's like, oh, well, I can still look feminine and have a feminine role in society looking the way I do. It's like I was never too worried. It's like, well, maybe in the future. Just ignore it for now, I guess. It's like, okay, maybe I'll just become more masculine and that'll help. But nope, I decided not to do that eventually because I was like, well, when I became more masculine, it's like, not my thing. I just ain't about that, you know? It's like if I was like, I used to think, oh, well, the reason it does, my body looks and feels weird and incorrect in a weird way, not the way it's not supposed to in my mind, is because, it's because I'm going through puberty or whatever, because, you know, it's like everybody is weird and awkward at this stage in their life, so of course it's gonna be that way, because you're just not used to it. Yeah, no, I don't, that might have been gender dysphoria, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, oh, but as soon as I'm done with it, then I'll feel normal. Because that's how it works. It's like, no, testosterone will probably never be the correct hormone for you. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm androgen insensitive to an extent. Maybe I'm intersex. I mean, there's a non-zero chance that I am intersex after all. I mean, I don't think I've ever been tested for that. I don't even think I've been tested for my testosterone levels either. I mean, considering how my face is more feminine than the average guy's face, right? So I feel like it will be like feminine, even more feminine if I go on HRT. So maybe I genuinely will be passing really well after a few months of that. I don't know. That plus voice training plus makeup. I mean, I'm just saying. When I use makeup filters on photos of me, specifically in thumbnails usually, do I pass as a woman in those? I can't tell if I look like a cisgender woman or like a trans person, or both maybe, I don't know. I mean, the goal is to confuse people, right? That's the ideal. I'm just saying. But yeah, no, the fact that I absolutely despise facial hair, and the fact that the idea of like the whole concept of men getting like way more facial hair, like once they're like whatever in their 20s, is like horrifying, and I don't want that. I already have too much facial hair that grows for my liking, so I think that ultimately I might have gender dysphoria. I'm just saying. I might have been in denial for a while. It rhymes too. Or maybe everybody else is in denial. Yeah, have you ever considered that one? Yeah, maybe everybody except for me is in denial. Yeah. I'm gonna take the Steven Crowder approach and accuse everybody except for me of being in denial. Yeah, checkmate. Anyways. I don't even know what I am doing with my life. Well, this stream kind of derailed, but that's okay. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you smash like, if you want to see me wear cat ears more often, I definitely am not opposed to it. Do you like the collar as well? Or the choker? Whatever you want to call it. I like it. I think it's cute. Also the fishnets, though I have issues with body temperature regulation, so my hands are red because I'm too hot right now, and then don't worry, in 20 minutes I'm sure I'll be freezing my balls off, okay? I wonder if the reason behind me being in denial is because I used to be like a staunch trans medicalist for a while. Like, I was anti-trans for a little bit when I was, like, whatever, 12, 13. And then I was a trans medicalist, meaning that I didn't think non-binary people existed, and that you had to have severe gender dysphoria to be trans. And I had heard, like, the worst examples of gender dysphoria, like, of people talking about how they remember, like, their entire life they wanted to chop their dick off, and it's like, okay, well, I don't want to chop my dick off, so I guess I'm not trans. Or, you know, how they were constantly thinking about how they were the other gender and knew from a very young age and always knew that about themselves. And I'm like, well, you know, that isn't me, technically. Technically, I don't know that about myself. I'm not constantly thinking about it 24/7. Therefore, I'm not trans. And I think even though I've moved beyond that ideology, even though I'm above that now, no offense to the trans medicalist or no offense to any trans medicalists in the audience, but you're objectively wrong, I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to your opinions, though there are some good things about trans medicalism, but not trans medical. Look, that's besides the point. The point I'm making is, I think I've, like, internalized some of that shit, where I think I have this irrational fear of, like, if I go on estrogen, it'll somehow make my gender dysphoria, like, worse, or it'll give me gender dysphoria, and, oh, what if I only have, like, body dysmorphia and not gender dysphoria? I don't know. It's like all these what ifs, and it's like, well, I don't, like, having a deeper voice doesn't make me want to jump off a cliff, so, I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I'm probably some form of non-binary. I mean, I don't give a fuck what pronouns people use. But like, it's like I keep presenting more and more femininely over time, you know what I mean? But it's like I'll wear something more feminine, and then, it's not enough, right? So I'll grow my hair out, wear cat ears, wear this. It's really satisfying right now, but I guarantee you it's not gonna be enough. It's never enough. I always need to go more feminine. It's really satisfying, but then I need more. Like, I felt great the first time I cross-dressed or whatever, or, you know, wore a skirt. Felt great wearing a skirt and thigh highs for the first time. But then it became like the new normal, and it's like, well, fuck, I want to be more feminine than this. I don't think it's ever gonna stop until, I don't know, until I'm unable to continue, I guess. Right? Like, I'm just saying. Also, hello, Toki. Welcome to the stream. Anyways, I have been rambling, so I'll be ending the stream unless somebody wants to donate money, of course. I mean, let's be real. I mean, I will. If anyone wants to donate money, you better believe that I will be using it as I will be using it as irresponsibly as possible, okay? You better believe that I will be spending it on everything that I don't need. Yeah. I will be sure to use any donations to make really poor financial decisions, okay, guys? Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for showing up. I'm tired. I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna start. Anyways. No, oh god, my face is red now that I'm tired. So you know I'm real tired. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh my god. I'm actually, like, on the verge of falling asleep. I'm just saying. I don't know. What am I even doing? Bye-bye. Bye. Smash like and subscribe. Especially if you've watched the entire thing. I mean, come on. I'm just saying. If you want to hear me rant, I mean, I have a whole... I also have a Femboy Debate Bro playlist / podcast thing that's linked in the description. It has this as well as every other past live stream available in it. So if you want to hear me talk for hours and hours, I mean, I personally do, because I like listening to myself talk, because I'm me, of course. How could I not want that? Then, yeah, I don't know, I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. But anyways, I will be ending stream, like, actually for real this time, okay? Alright, goodbye everybody, okay? I will see you all in next video, okay? Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, what? You thought that I was ending stream? You idiot. Just because I said I'm ending stream doesn't mean I'm actually ending stream. You shouldn't believe everything that you see. You shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet, okay? I'm not an idiot. Yeah, you are. You should... Just because somebody says something on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. Peace out. Smash like and subscribe.